Good day, doctor. My name is Nishalyana Prumpan Mariappan. Matrix number S61432. Would like to do the video presentation for the individual assignment for the question 4.5. So, we are required to do from question A to question L. So, we have to do this in Microsoft Access. So, we have to open Microsoft Access. And before we do the question, we have to key in all this data, table 417 into Microsoft Access, and I have done it a while ago. So this is data. Okay, so we have to do the required questions from question A to L. So let's start by question A. So question A, we have to do for which items are there at least 100 units in quantity on hand. So for this, we have to open Microsoft Access, create, query design, and here we have to change this into question A. We have to save this. Okay. Okay, so here we have to choose inventory table. And here we have to choose description and quantity on hand. So here on the quantity on hand criteria, we have to put 100 or more than 100. Okay, and we have to run this. This is the answer. So for the SQL view, this is the SQL view. Okay, so for next, we have to do for question B. Okay, so for question B, we have to do the same. Let's see the question first. Okay, what were the item number, price, and quantity of each item sold on invoice 103? So for this, we have to open Access, create query design. Here we have to change this into B. Okay, we've saved this. Okay, so we have to choose a sales inventory table, and we have to choose item ID, quantity, invoice, item ID, quantity, sell price. Okay, so the invoice part here, we have to untick this, and the criteria is 103. So we have to run, and we'll get the answer, and this is the SQL view. Okay, so for question C, which customer made purchase from Martinez? Provide customer name and salesperson. Show customer name only once even if they purchase from Martinez multiple times. So for this, we have to open Microsoft Access, create query design, and here we have to save this as C. Okay, we have to save this as C. Okay, so for this, we have to choose sales table and customer ID. So from here, we choose a salesperson, customer name, and customer ID. So we have to untick this customer ID part, and we have to criteria here at the salesperson here. We have to put Martinez. It's a question asked us so. So we put Martinez. Okay. So at the customer ID here, we should put the do builder here. So we have to do sales dot and customer ID, and we have to press OK. Okay, so at this part here, we have to run, and this is our answer, and this is the SQL view, and I am doing in the design view. So yeah, this is design view. So for next question D, we are required to do list the invoice, sales date, salesperson, customer name, and amount for the invoices whose amount is more than 1,500. Sort this amount from largest to the smallest. So for Microsoft Access here, we have to go to Home, create, query design, and here we have to save this D. Okay, so for this question, we should choose customer ID and sales. Okay, so here we have to choose invoice, sales date, salesperson, customer name and amount. Okay, so at this part here we have to show the criteria, which is more than 1500, and we have to sort this from largest to the smallest, so which is descending, and we have to run this. So this is our answer. Okay, so next let's move on to question E. List invoice, item ID, description, sell price, list price, quantity, and compute the extension for all items sold where sales price is different than the list of list price, sort by the item ID in descending order. So for this we have to do a create query design. Okay, we have to shift E. Okay, so for this we have to choose inventory table and sales inventory table. So from this we choose invoice, item ID, description, sell price, list price, quantity. Okay, and we have to do extension. So first we see item ID. We have to sort this by the descending. Okay, so for next we have sell price. Here we have to do a builder too. Okay, so here we would be doing inventory dot and list price. Okay, so here, so next we have to do the extension. So the extension part here we have to press builder. We have to first write extension dot sales inventory, sell price times with sales inventory and quantity. So we have to press OK and we run this. So this is the answer for question E. So for next we have to create query design, and for question F we are required to do compute the profit margin of each item sold. Calculate the profit margin as standard price minus standard cost, divide sell price, list invoice, sell date, sell item ID, sell price, quantity, and compute profit margin. Sort by profit margin in descending order. So for this we have to press this, and we have to save this first. We can save this at last too, but let me do it first. Okay, so for this we have to choose sales table, sales inventory table, and inventory table. So we have to choose invoice, sales sell date, item ID, quantity, sell price, and we have to do a profit part. Okay, so for here we have to do a profit here, builder. So we have to do profit margin sell price minus standard cost bracket divide sell price. And we have to sort this descending in descending order. Okay, and we have to run this, and this is the answer. So we have to, so this is the answer for the question F. So next for the question G, we do the same. Okay, so compute the profit for each line of the invoices. Calculate the profit as sell price minus standard cost times with quantity. List invoice, sales date, item ID, sell price, quantity, and the computed profit. Sort by invoice in ascending, then profit in descending order. So for this we have to save this. We have to save this. Question G. Okay, so for this we have to choose a sales table and sales inventory table and inventory table. Okay, so for this we have to choose invoice, sales date, item ID, sell price, quantity, okay, and we have to do profit. So here we have to sort this invoice in ascending order, and our profit part here we have to sort it by descending order. So for the profit we have to do builder first. Okay, so for the builder we have to put profit sales inventory dot sales inventory dot sell price minus inventory dot standard cost times sales inventory dot quantity. Okay, then we run this. So this is our answer. Okay, so for the next question, question H, how many sales transactions were made in October? Name the output number of sales. So for this we have to go to Microsoft Access, create query design, and we have to name this H. Okay, so for this we have to choose a sales table. From sales table we should choose invoice and sales date. Okay, so we have to sort this. We have to total this, and we have to sort this by count, and this we have to sort this by where. Okay, so we have to tick this and untick this. Okay, so for the criteria, they need this on October, so we have to do this October. So we have to do this between hashtag 1/10/2018 hashtag and hashtag 31/10/2018 hashtag. So we would get the answer by running this. Okay, so after we get this, they ask us to name this as number of sales. So we have to change this count of invoice into number of sales, and we have to run this, and we would get the answer. So for the question I, they ask us to how many customer lives in Arizona. List the state and count of customers. So for this we have to go to the query design, and we have to choose a customer. Okay, and we have to choose state, and we need a count of customer. So for this we have to do it in the builder. Okay, so we go here, we put count customer state, and okay, so here we do it total, and we put this this part here to count, and the criteria here is AZ. Okay, and we run this and we get the answer. So the next question, we have to save this first. Okay, this we have to save this to question I. Okay. Okay, for next question, question J. So the question J asks us to how many customers lived in each states, list the states and count of customers, sort the list alphabetically by states. So for this we have to do, okay, we have to save this first. J J. Okay, so for this we have to choose a customer. From the customer we choose states, and we have to do the count of customer here. We have to do it by builder. So we have to count customers count bracket customer ID state, close the bracket here, and we okay, then we have to put the total here, and we have to group this by expressions. Okay, so we need this in ascending order. Okay, and we run this, and this would be the answer. Okay, so for question K, okay, so for question K we choose sales. Okay, for here we choose a salesperson, and the next part we would be doing the builder. So we have to do total amount okay, and here we have the total it, and we have to total part we have to change this to sum, and we have to sort this by descending order. Okay, and we run this. So this is the answer for question K. So next for question L, which is our final question, we have to do the same. Okay, so let's see the question first. So file, how many units of each items were sold, list item ID, description, and total sold, sort on total sold in ascending order. So for this we have to okay, save this first. Okay, so for this we have to choose inventory and sales inventory. Okay, so from this we choose item ID, description, and here we have to do the builder. So total sold dot quantity. Okay, the total here we have to group this by sum, and here we have to do it in the ascending order. Okay, so this is the answer for L. So this is the final answer. Okay, let me show you all of this in SQL view. this is the SQL view. For question B, this is the SQL view. For question C, this is the SQL view. For question D, this is the SQL view. For question E, this is the SQL view. For question F, this is the SQL view. For question G, this is the SQL view. For question H, this is the SQL view. For question I, this is the SQL view. For question J, this is the SQL view. For question K, this is the SQL view. For question L, this is the SQL view. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.